The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Yeah, Binge Weeks is back, baby. Binge Weeks is back. This movie um, is a comedy starring Don Knotts. I don't know why I said it like that. But Don Knotts is the main actor in this movie. And Don Knotts is always an actor I've always loved my entire life. The first movie I ever saw him in was The Apple Dumpling Gang, which is just bland Disney fluff. But Don Knotts and Tim Conway are the highlight of that movie, but it's bland Disney fluff. But I like Don Knotts so much that I started searching out his other movies for years, and I was watching a lot of his other movies. I'm a big fan of Don Knotts, okay? I don't love all of his movies. In fact, I can't stand the majority of his movies. I like Private Eyes, Crow, and Mr. Limpet, and then there's some other ones in there, but yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of all of his Disney ones. Gus, Hot Lead But Cold Feet, the Apple Dumpling Gang movies, and then I don't like Chicken Little. Yeah, he played the mayor in that movie, which I'm surprised he was involved with that train wreck. And that was his last movie role, I believe, so how incredibly sad that you were in that piece of garbage. And that was your last role. But we're not here to talk about garbage. We're here to talk about this gem here. This is an interesting movie. See, Don Knotts is really good at playing the shaking, nervous guy. And this is the movie. This is the objectively best Don Knotts movie. Because he shakes. He shakes and 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 he shakes. And it's just hilarious. He's nervous. And in this movie, Don Knotts is a guy who is a news reporter. And he goes out. And this happens in the first 10 minutes, so it's not a spoiler. There's this one guy gets murdered, and he becomes a laughingstock of the town. So as a joke, they tell him, hey, you should go check in this haunted house, and where somebody was murdered because it was the anniversary. They wanted to make another laughingstock out of it. So they tried to do that, and there's a bunch of stuff that goes on with that. But it's hilarious. It's genius. It's well written. It's well executed, and the score does not get complimented enough. This is an amazing, I wouldn't say amazing, but a really good score, especially for a comedy like this. You don't need that great of a score, but it is a really darn great score. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. And Don Knotts gives one of the best performances of his career. I mean, the nervousness, the shakiness, it's hysterical. And it's funniest in this movie because Don Knotts is nonstop shaking over and over again. And I don't know this actress, but she is the light as Don Knotts' character's girlfriend in this film. And she's pretty funny. It's a delight. You honestly will enjoy this movie. Check it out if you haven't. It's a good movie to pop in around Halloween time, but I just popped it in today because I bought this recently and I hadn't watched it. So I decided to pop it in, give it another watch, and it's even better than I remember, but it hadn't been that long since I've seen it, but still, I enjoy it a lot more now, and I have a high respect for this movie. I wish we had more comedies like this, but we'll never get more comedies like this because everything has to be loud, crazy, and whatever with comedies nowadays. I mean, look at the most successful comedies nowadays. They're the Madea franchise. Hi! I cannot stand this pile of garbage, but yeah, this is brilliant. Check it out.